Welcome to our video on the top 10 most useful psychology tricks that can influence behavior and decision-making. Psychology is a fascinating field that affects our everyday interactions and choices significantly. 1. The power of persuasion. The principle of persuasion, as explained by Robert Cialdini in his book Influence, involves techniques like reciprocity, scarcity, authority, consistency, liking, and consensus. These methods can be employed to influence and persuade others more effectively in different situations, from sales to personal interactions. For example, the concept of reciprocity can be seen in marketing strategies where businesses offer free samples or trials, often resulting in increased sales due to the human tendency to feel obligated to return a favor. 2. Priming effect. This phenomenon involves exposing someone to a stimulus that influences their response to a subsequent stimulus. For instance, showing positive words before asking someone to complete a task can lead to a more positive attitude and better performance. In real life, advertisers often use this technique by associating their products with positive emotions or images in commercials, influencing how consumers perceive those products. 3. Anchoring bias. People tend to rely heavily on the first piece of information offered when making decisions. This bias can be used advantageously by strategically presenting information, setting a reference point, anchor, and influencing subsequent judgments or decisions. Real estate agents often use this by setting higher initial prices for properties, which then influence buyers' perceptions of value even when negotiating a lower final price. 4. The Zeigarnik effect. This effect refers to our tendency to remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks more than completed ones. By leaving things unresolved, one can keep someone's attention or encourage action towards completing the task. It's often utilized in cliffhangers in TV shows or book series, compelling audiences to come back for the resolution. 5. Halo effect. The halo effect occurs when our overall impression of a person influences how we feel and think about their character. For instance, if someone is physically attractive, we might unconsciously assume they also possess other positive qualities. This effect is commonly seen in job interviews, where a candidate's initial positive trait might influence the entire perception of their abilities. 6. Social proof. People often look to others for guidance on how to behave, especially in ambiguous situations. Demonstrating social proof, like displaying testimonials or showcasing popular opinions, can influence decisions and behaviors. The prevalence of influencer marketing relies heavily on this principle, with individuals making purchase decisions based on the endorsements of people they admire. 7. Framing effect. How information is presented, framed, can significantly affect decision-making. For instance, presenting the same information positively or negatively can lead to different choices being made. This technique is commonly used in political messaging, where the framing of policies or events can drastically influence public opinion. 8. Pygmalion effect. This effect describes how high expectations lead to an increase in performance. When people are told they're expected to do well, they tend to excel, proving those expectations correct. This principle is applied in education, where teachers' high expectations for students can lead to better academic performance. 9. Decoy effect. This is when adding a third option, the decoy, influences decision-making between two other options. The decoy makes one of the other options appear more appealing or the better choice. This is often seen in pricing strategies, where companies introduce a higher-priced option to make the middle-tier choice seem more reasonable. 10. Reciprocity principle. This principle revolves around the idea that when someone does something for us, we feel compelled to reciprocate. Utilizing this principle can build relationships and encourage positive interactions. It's commonly used in fundraising campaigns, where providing small gifts or incentives encourages people to donate. Understanding these psychology tricks can significantly impact various aspects of life, from social interactions to business negotiations. Experimenting with these tools ethically can lead to better communication and more successful outcomes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content like this.